Alright, welcome to today's video. It's a two-parter. I just got back from part one. Lake Mojave. I'm going to Lake Mead. I'm not even going to unload it. Just got to go recharge the battery for this GoPro and the other GoPro and head to Lake Mead this afternoon / evening. I keep talking about the weekly giveaways, and I can tell you I got a truckload of baits. See that box right there? That box is full of baits, brand new baits. I'm gonna start giving those away when I hit 900. I also have a stack of boxes that's about probably about that tall. That's full of baits. All right. I also talked briefly about this guy right here. This is the NADDA Ultimate FX Propel 13. Long-winded name. It now has, with the exception of the prop and the weed guard, the upgraded 701 drive. This is my Echo Bay boat right here. It's not this stable. It's not that stable. It's a different kind of stable, and it's fast. It's light. I picked this thing up with the seat, the thwart box, and the drive was under the seat. I picked it up and suitcased it out of the depot and put it in the back of my truck. It weighs 97 pounds, dripping wet, fully dressed. It's very fast. It's, you know, when you're used to the stability of this thing and that Autopilot 120 and the PA14, it took me a couple minutes to get used to. I mean, I was out in slop that I shouldn't have been, in a kayak that I'd never been in before, and I made it back. I had waves coming over the side. One thing, if you get one of these, you need to carry a sponge with you because it is a kayak canoe hybrid. You're pretty much under the water line. I don't know if you can see that, but your feet are like about a foot below the water line, and it's pretty much a kayak or a canoe with a kayak drive and a kayak seat. I did the Burley Pro steering upgrade. So I gotta tighten that up a little bit. You always gotta adjust them after you put them on. But anyways, heading to Lake Mead in this here in a couple hours. So I gotta just change out my poles, change out my tackle box, and we're going to Lake Mead because I caught some fish out of that thing the first day I put it in the water, and I didn't make a video out of it because there was no boils, but I caught fish, so should have made a video out of it, but I did not. So anyway, stick around, stick with me. We'll catch some fish today. All right, good morning from Cottonwood Cove. I'm in the Prongs of 14. Sun's getting ready to come up over that hill. I'm already seeing action out here. And I'm down here with about 7,000 of my closest glitter boat friends, which anybody that knows me, I know that's a joke. But I might have to dump a couple bags of glitter on this thing to be accepted by this crowd today. There's a lot of them, but they're going to scatter. They're going to go looking for bass. I'm looking for striper. So stick around. This one could be a good one. There's no wind and I'm at Cottonwood. This rarely happens, especially this time of year. So I got my two cameras. The up and over the shoulder one right here, and this one's going to set right here, so we'll get this view dialed in. This is my catch camera, and that's my just a general what's going on camera. So here we go. Alright, so we're underway. This thing is like really easy to launch. Take it from somebody that's had about 20 kayaks in the last 5 years. If you got a Hobie and you don't got one of those heavy duty carts, you're doing it wrong. Because I have had, well, several of the top 3, native, Hobie, and Old Town, and this is the easiest launching one. I mean, it's just, and this is 14, it's PA14, so they got their geometry figured out on where to put that cart. That, I mean, it's even lighter than the Old Town Autopilot 120 on the Wilderness cart. And it's way easier to, I should probably put a line on. It's way easier to launch. You just drag it down to the water, lift the back up, let the cart fall out, and get in and go. And I mean, it's so easy. I feel like I'm forgetting something every time I do it. But I still like the, you know, everything's got its pluses and minuses. You know, autopilot, you know, you just don't have to say anything more. Autopilot. Trolling motor. I got a 156 amp hour battery, spot lock, cruise control. North setting. It's just, it's a Cadillac. But, you know, sometimes I just feel like a passenger, and I've almost fallen asleep in that thing because I really like to pedal. And I've also got another one. I got a native that's pretty much just my Echo Bay boat because it's so light, but it gets thrown around a bit. But it's going to be my Echo Bay crappie boat because it doesn't weigh anything. I can suitcase it to the water, and it's a pedal drive. I just got it. But anyways, we're down here chasing striper because, like I said, days like this at Cottonwood, they do not happen very often. And I'm scanning looking for boils or birds or anything. Not seeing anything just yet, but notoriously right after sunrise, right around this corner right here, that's where I start trolling, and I usually get fish. Then I go over there, cruise up and down that ditch over there. So stick around, could be a good one. So I'm sitting here cruising along at the breakneck speed of 2.1 miles an hour, and I see something that looks like a boil, like right over there. Right there. And I pull out my binoculars, and sure enough it is. I don't know if you can tell about how far that is, but that's about 3 miles away, at least, if not further. So it's gonna take me a while to get there. So, but I do keep seeing fish on the fish finder in here. So hopefully that's a sign that they're, you know, the bite's turning on. So, and I'm right in here in the zone where, you know, there's the marina. There's a trench right in through here. Well, you can see it. See that drop off right there? They have historically set right here. But I haven't got anything yet. I did just have a nice good smack over here, and that's all it was. Probably just smacked it with his tail. I mean, by the time it took me that long, I got that close to the pole and it was already gone. So, but you know, look at this water. This is Cottonwood Cove. That's Cottonwood Cove right there. It's never like this. That's why I'm in this thing. But anyways, they're down there. I don't know if they're going to be down there when I get there, but a couple minutes ago they were there. So stick around, we might find some fish. So I made it down here where the boil was. It was right off that point. Right around that point is Carp Cove. So I'm gonna do the right thing, come down to the widest part of the river and go over there instead of, you know, crossing up there where it's much narrow. But there was a boil there, so I had to go see if it was still there, and of course it's not. So now I'm going to come over here, maybe go down by 6 and 9 Mile Cove, keeping ears and eyes open for the wind, because I am on Lake Mojave and I am a ways from the launch, which is probably 5 miles back that way. So always got to be aware. Don't want to have to, you know, camp out in the desert. That would not be cool. But got 2 lines out, which is always a recipe for disaster. But you got to do what you got to do. I usually do that down here. A couple times it has not worked out awesome. In fact, the last time I caught a fish down here, I had 2 lines out. I was in the 136 autopilot. There's fish. Got 2 lines tangled up, wrapped around my drive. It was a regular old pain. That could be a boil about to flare up right there. That's why I'm doing this. Because down here, they have a tendency to flare up right in the middle of the river. So I don't know if that's going to happen today, but we're hoping. But look at this water. amazing. Absolutely amazing to me. No wind. Huh. I'm amazed. Would have been an awesome day for the autopilot. But, you know, it's an awesome day to be out here in anything, actually. Alright, so I went way north up to Arizona Bay. Nothing. I went way south, down by 6 Mile. Nothing. Went into Carp Cove. Nothing. I saw one boil, but I was about 3 miles away from it. By the time I got there, they had scattered. So, but it's a great day to be on water. Some scenery that we haven't seen in a while. If I'd have brought the autopilot, I would have went a lot further than I did. But, you know, I think I just need a great big enclosed trailer and to bring my fleet and decide what kayak I want to take when I get there. But here comes the wind. I can feel the wind puffing. And that means that probably by the time that I'm loaded, this will be white caps. Because I can already feel it. And that's how it starts. And this is about the time of day that it starts. So, looks like I'm making the right choice by pulling in. So, nothing more than some scenery and some lack of boils. Well, one, but I was a very long ways away from it. So, anyways, getting ready to start some weekly giveaways once I hit 900. So match that little dude right over there. Get us there. I have got a truckload of baits to give away. So, like and subscribe, give it a share, and I'll see you on the water. Thanks for watching. Alright, here comes part 2 of when you gotta post a video and you haven't caught a fish. On Hemingway. Well, Hemingway-ish. North of Hemingway. South of where Boulder Harbor used to be. We're gonna do our very best to get down there where that boat is, where the fish usually are, and catch some fish. Because I didn't have a great time at if you guys have made it this far, you've already figured out that I didn't have a great time at Mojave today. It was very calm and no boils. I wasn't happy. Well, the one boil I saw was freaking miles away from me. But anyways, we're gonna head down there. Like I said, I'm right smack between the two, so if they flare up anywhere, there's bathroom 7 right there, and this is the launch we're looking at, so it's pretty good. Hard gravel out to, well, out of ways. So, and the wind's backing down. I almost turned around and went home, but then I waited like a half hour and it backed down. So we got to get out there. We're gonna catch some fish. So stick around. All right, see that boat right there? They're boiling right in front of it. I just now see them boiling, so I got to reel this thing up and jam over there. And this is my deep diver, so it's going to take me a while to get this thing in here. All right, that boil that I was trying to run down there a while ago, it disappeared. But on a plus note, the wind is dying down. So hopefully things pick up here a little bit. So I'm gonna run over here, make a loop, go up by the tower, because I can see birds still sitting on the water over there ish. So hopefully, I mean, that was a full-on boil, and they usually come right back up, but you know, I haven't been out here in the evening in a while, afternoon/evening in a while, so they just might do different crap in the afternoon. I don't know. But we're trying, so hopefully we get something, and I don't, you know, pull two different bodies of water, 2 different skunks like I did a couple weeks ago. That is not going to make me happy. So, but I'll be out here till about an hour before dark. unless I get bored. Oh, look, fish. That's a good sign. Alright, so it took a couple hours, but the wind finally went away. For now. And I don't know if you can see it, but like right there, it's number 1 intake, and it's completely out of the water. We're coming up on it. It's right about that ish around in there. I'm gonna try and get over by it. It's just the way the wind was coming from. It blew all the weeds in the lake into this corner over in here. I'm talking with my hands, you guys can't see it. All the weeds are in right through here. And, you know, 15 feet of water, you can look down and see just mess loads of weeds and tumbleweeds and just crap. Oh look, there's fish. Lots of fish. And those are shad that they're sitting on top of. So things might be about to happen. I don't know. We're gonna try. This is historically where they are, right in here. This is every boil that I've been on, well, all but one, has been right here. So things might be just about to get a little exciting. Finally. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. Well, I was gonna go over there by number 1 intake, but the buzz boats are having a heyday over there, and I'm just not gonna do it. But it's right there. Right there. So I'm gonna turn around and head back in the other direction. This is mind-boggling to me, but this is 23 feet deep here. Because, I mean, hell, 2 years ago this was 100 feet deep. I gotta keep an eye on this buzz boat right here because he's coming right at me. I don't know why. You have the whole freaking lake, dude. Go somewhere else. Okay, he stopped. He's not coming at me no more. Anyways, rant over about the buzz boats. I'm gonna go back this way. Maybe hang out in this corner in like 30 feet of water. Over there-ish a little bit. Because that's where they have been. I don't know if that's where they're gonna be. We're still going. Alright. It's not looking good. I have been out here since 3 o'clock. It's 10 to 6. Well, now I'm seeing fish here and there. But I have done like nearly 20 miles in this thing today. So I'm about done. I gotta work tomorrow. Tomorrow night, 4 nights. Be back at it Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, probably Wednesday morning, and it'll probably be right here. So hopefully by then we will be doing some weekly giveaways of the box of stuff that I showed you guys earlier. So unless something happens here or here, between here and that truck right there, that's gonna be it, because I'm about to get out of the water in a little under a mile. So whew, busy day, a lot of pedaling, a lot of fishing, not a lot of catching. Not a banner day for Henderson hooking, but I got to spend most of the day on the water, so that doesn't suck. Anyways, you guys know the routine. Like and subscribe if you would, please. Smash that little dude right over there in that kayak. Let's get some stuff given away. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on the water.